Hey everybody, so how's it going? I'm coming at you with another special video, and I think I'm going to try and do at least 2 special videos a month on this channel because I really want to step up the game when it comes to handling spiritual energies, handling and understanding what is going on, and being able to do something with it, not just endure it. And so I thought, well, you know what? After that horoscope, rising sign, sun sign, moon sign discussion video, I want to do another one, and again, once or twice a month I'll be coming back with some special stuff here. And in this video, I wanted to talk about, now that we're done, pretty much, with Venus Retrograde, what is going to happen? What are we going to do now? See, Venus Retrograde tends to show us where the worst or the most problems are in the area of your chart that it falls when it's in a transit. So I thought I would do a special post on Facebook, and now I want to read that post to you to give you an understanding of how the rest of this month, as Venus comes out of her shadow and going into May, needs to look for you. No matter what your sign. I'll tell you how I'm grouping them, don't worry. But again, just how to pay attention to what the lesson was, what we can do while Venus comes out of her shadow, and how we can make good and make use of all of the stuff that could have gotten dug up. Because we certainly don't want to just heave a sigh of relief and wait for it to happen again. So what is going on with this post? Well, I'll read it to you, and this is what I've got to say about post-Venus retrograde fallout and what we can do with and about it. Titled, Lessons Learned, Post-Venus Retrograde Reflection. As Venus stations and turns direct over the weekend, it's important that we all understand that these, albeit often unpleasant, shifts in astrology are meant to call our attention to what needs alteration and improvement in our space and routines. So before we all sigh a huge relief, as I just said, and just go on the same, you better not, consider what it meant for you and your sign family. Now by sign family, I mean the cardinal sign family, the mutable sign family, and the fixed sign families. So you'll have to be nice and patient, but remember, this can be reflective in your sun or even in your rising sign. So let's talk about the cardinal sign family. The Aries, the Cancer, the Libra, the Capricorn people. Okay, the cardinal sign family. Well, Venus retrograde has been pointing out the elephant in the room for you folks. A lot of issues we've spent too much time tolerating or even hoping would never be confronted head-on in family, career, and partnerships have been kind of rubbed in your face since the beginning of March. And it sucks, I know. But really, it's more important to know where to stop moving the same furniture to each new place that you go. Alright? Don't take it everywhere. Where's it time to stop lugging around the same baggage? What about covering bruises and blind spots instead of treating them in these areas? Don't cover it up. Heal it. Get it out of there. Don't take it with you. Don't take it with you everywhere you go. Over the next 2 weeks, as Venus gets her bearing straight, through her shadow period, you'll have an opportunity to drop these long-standing issues for good. Alright, so they all got brought up, so now it's time to get rid of them. It's time to de-hoard, declutter, kind of do a little kitchen nightmares on these areas of your life. The fixed sign family. The Taurus, the Leo, the Scorpio, the Aquarius people. Venus retrograde has been working over communication styles and the way we do and don't effectively communicate our needs and standards. Where we thought our boundaries, expectations, and ground rules were foolproof, well, flaws have come to the surface to show where we may have been off the mark. When people do and don't articulate effectively, how do you get them to better help you help them? Where have you been misunderstood because you weren't explicit enough in your own way when informing others of your needs? Sometimes we take for granted that others, be they friends, clients, customers, or colleagues, and a lot of this was on the professional level for the fixed signs, will have a sufficient level of initiative to comprehend what we think should be self-explanatory. In other words, where do we take for granted that people should notice the obvious? From now until early May, it's time to rephrase, reform, and refine existing agreements, presentations, and conversations of all kinds. So a lot of you fixed signs people need to pay attention to where we thought we had organized our conversation style or our communication channels with everybody, but particularly mostly with the professional world, but to some degree this can cover love and friendships as well, Where are people just not choosing to speak openly and effectively? This is definitely a time to be a little bit more explicit, a little bit more open and clear-cut. Don't hold back, don't pull punches, but also at the same time, foolproof your speaking patterns. Make sure that you are not misinterpretable. Mutable sign family. The Geminis, the Virgos, the Sagittarius family. Oh, and Pisces too, I didn't mean to forget you. Venus Retrograde has been challenging your understanding of fairness, fair trade, and fair play when sharing time and resources with others. During this month, we have been tempted to unfairly take advantage of who or what we shouldn't, and have had the same done to us. Sometimes this shows up when too individualistic and self-oriented attitudes are glamorized in competitive environments. Okay, the emphasis on glamorized. Remember, Venus Retrograde can make some temptations happen. This erodes teamwork and creates toxic dependency on roles, and defining roles in relationships and groups. Rigid roles become rules that create a job out of a friendship and a chore out of a relationship. Now that Venus has become herself once more, it's time to consider how we can humanize our connections both professionally, socially, and romantically, because in many of these areas they have lost that personal touch. Remember, loyalty and esteem has nothing to do with following a chain of command, obligation, or role assumption. So that'll be what you'll be healing over the next few weeks. So I hope you found this little discussion helpful. Just some food for thought that I had. I did share this post on Scarlet Facebook page, but I know not everyone has it, and I thought maybe this would be something you'd like to share with folks around to see how the aftermath goes, because there's always aftermath when it comes to retrogrades, and Venus retrograde, probably the harshest mistress that we'll be dealing with in terms of aftermath for the next few weeks. But it doesn't have to be the end of the world, certainly not just all about stress. Now is the time to take advantage of a little bit of the calamity. So that is your horoscope, in a way, for everybody here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.